What's that supposed to mean, Flack? What you have up there on line 2?
I asked him where he was calling from, and he said his house.
He was calling from his house. Okay. Flack asked the next caller where he was calling from. It was a miserable lunch. I mean, you guys wouldn't believe this lunch and what we had to go through to get it. Unreal. I mean, first of all, we went to some dump what was on Beta Bay, and we just sat there. And they just looked at it. And we sat, and finally we said, well, what the hell, we'll leave here. And we went to another place on Beta Bay where also we sat. Yeah, we sat for quite some time. They came over. They only cooked part of the sandwich. It was awful, just awful. But, my God, they give you an awful lot of French fries. And the coleslaw, there's nothing but vinegar on it, just shredded. Oh, God, it was grim. Not far from Helen Chavez's place, but it wasn't Helen's. Minnesota, originally, I guess. You're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hello, Bob. Bob, my brother told me to call.
Yes?
We're from Minnesota.
That's not for real, damn it.
And,
do the best I can with it. Yeah, you're from Minnesota, huh?
Yeah, and my brother's children live down here, and so do mine.
By the way, let me give that 800 number out again. That's 1-800-332-3629. 1-800-332-3629. That's Donald Wildman's number.
And they get me and my wife and my brother and his wife a place over in Clearwater. Mm-hmm. We like to play over at the Chi-Chi Rodriguez golf course.
Yeah, does Chi-Chi know about it?
Well, yes. I've met him a few times because being from Minnesota, we don't get down here that often. And my brother told me to call you and ask you...
Oh, damn, I'm sorry, your time's up, caller. You only get 3 minutes. Hey, Black, that music's really annoying. You want to turn it down, for God's sake?
All right, one more roll. I got...
All
6.
right.
I got my 6.
Yahtzee!
Cheater! That one was a 5. You turned it over.
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
How you doing, Bob? Good to talk to you.
Good talking to you. I guess you're all ready for the big night tonight, chasing foxes?
I am all... What were you talking about, Beta Bay? Where was this?
There's one place, it's an Irish kind of name. I forget the name of it. It was, talk about a shot and beer joint.
Because I used to hang out down at the place there, and it was always had lots of foxes in it.
Yeah, where are you hanging tonight looking for foxes?
You know, I haven't decided yet, Bob. I'm going to see, I don't know. I'm going to kind of fly around, scout it out from the air, and see what looks good. You know what I mean, buddy?
Okay. Hey, how's the traffic shaping up?
Hey, slower than I am. If you're taking 275 anywhere from Lois Avenue into the junction out to I-4 and 21st Street.
Oh, thank you, audience. Great audience. Great, fantastic audience today. 25 minutes after the hour of 4 o'clock. Anything goes. It's a Friday. You know that. Okay, thank you ever so much, Oregon lady. Pull your plug if you don't cut that. Unbelievable. City Limits. It's just a lost show. City, would you like to come in here and take it over today?
Hey, Bobbery.
Yes, City.
Did Mr. Fez have a condom on, Bobbery? Is that why you didn't need an abortion there, buddy?
I wouldn't know about Mr. Fez. Sounds like Mr. Fez might be a little bit closer to your taste. So
I'm just kidding on that, Bob, but I'm not kidding on this. You might be getting your fanny kicked if you keep talking about the Hulkster like this.
Oh, yeah? By who?
By who?
Yeah.
Maybe by the Hulk. I'm not sure. I got a good friend who's a good friend of the Hulk.
A good
I've never
friend.
met the chicken
Hey, look,
fat guy
I am personal friends with Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, you know?
Well, hey, Miss Elizabeth, I'd be proud of that. The Macho Man, I'd be ashamed of that. But this guy has been telling the Hulk how you've been talking about him. And the Hulk, he tells this guy that he's going to dump you in a tub of boiling oil. No, first he's going to dump you in a tub of...
chicken fat?
No. He's going to put you in a tub of batter.
I'm really
Squish you around a little bit, Bob, and then dump you in the boiling
anybody
oil.
that bleaches his hair and covers himself in chicken fat does a lot of swishing.
Yeah, I guess he does, but he might be doing it to you, Bob.
Isn't it funny that Mr. Hulkster isn't available to call in himself today, nor is Mr. Fez?
Well, I don't know about Fez, Bob, but I'm serious. He appeared to be real angry from what I heard.
I'm not worried about either of them.
I think he's got a contract with chicken, Church's Fried Chicken, too. They're going to be selling
I wouldn't be
slices
surprised.
of fried Lassiter.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That might go over real well there, Bobby. Maybe Calvin's Code would be interested in that.
Yeah, I'm really afraid of Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Well, you don't like to get grease on your fingers?
You better believe it.
Oh, but Bob, his finger looking good.
I'll bet he is. Off it is now to, let's see here, Tampa. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hello?
Hello?
Bob?
Yes.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
I just called to tell you that I love your show.
Great.
And,
thank you ever so much. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Tampa.
Oh, I'm so damn afraid to be on talk radio, I don't know what the hell to say. What am I going to talk to you about? I don't know. Let me tell you.
Lionel, is this you?
No. I went into work on Monday, a week ago Monday, you know?
Well, no, a week ago would have been Friday.
No, I mean on Monday last week.
Monday of last week, yeah.
Sir, yes, sir. But, you know, I said I had a bad knee.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to get out of work, so...
Farm out! Look at this. 2, 3, 4, 5...
5, 6. I didn't go into work the whole week.
Mark that down. Yeah.
And
the whole week.
I got to go collect my paycheck. And it's almost getting close to... Well, is it after 5 o'clock? Well, I ain't going to get it till tomorrow.
It's 4:28, sir.
I'm not going to get it till tomorrow. No way. Anyway, what do I do when I get in there and when they say, you know, why didn't you come in all week?
Why don't you tell them that you were captured by a band of gypsies and held hostage at Sand Key?
No. I was thinking maybe I got captured by aliens and I was abducted by aliens or something like that.
Abducted by aliens. Okay, 4, 5. 1 second, please.
Well, what do you think about that stadium over there?
5, 10, 15, 20.
It's about that.
What do I think about what stadiums? There are a number of stadiums in the area.
It's $11 million over debt in St. Petersburg.
$11 million over debt in St. Petersburg. Sounds like a story of my life. Perhaps it's what I'll use for the title of my biography.
Well, let me think.
Sir, it's only a 3-hour show. By with a WFLA News Brief. Time? That's why we can't afford roads, because you, sir, you and your fellow tourists are cheap. Why not just start spending some real money here, bozo?
We spend money here constantly.
Yeah, I know, $1.53 a day. Get off my case. Well, I guess we showed him, huh? 2 lines open now in Hillsborough. Strange, so few the tourists stay in Hillsborough, and that call came in from Hillsborough. You don't think he would have been pulling our leg? No. 990-9352 in Hillsborough, 461-9352 in Pinellas. So let's see here. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hi, Bob. That's not your organ she's playing, is it?
Yes.
Oh, well. Hey, great job.
Well, thank you.
Hey, these people that are calling up...
Caller does a great job, organ lady.
Yeah. Hey, these people that are... all right.
Yeah.
And as the sun slowly sets. No, never mind. These people calling up, talking about professional wrestling, saying it's faked and fixed. They're communists. They're un-American. It's a great American sport. It is the American pastime.
I believe it is. It's as real as real life.
Now, maybe when they mean fixed, like Hulk Hogan cheated. And I know he cheated. That was not chicken fat. That was anesthesia.
No.
And that is what did in the Macho Man. Now, you might say, why didn't it bother the Hulk? Well, they haven't come up with an anesthesia that'll make his mind any duller than it is already.
Whoa.
That was a fixed match. But well, there's more.
Slow there.
I know that Randy Sequoia personally tormented Hulk Hogan for weeks to get him to attack the Macho Man. And that happened also.
No.
Yeah, so, I mean, there should be an investigation into that.
Well, it's okay with me. What the hell? Let's investigate something.
Bob, I love your show. Enjoy it. And also, I got my tickets. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
All right, Bob.
Take care there, caller.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whoa. Do we have another dead audience today, Bob?
Why would you say that, guy?
I haven't heard of them.
You haven't heard them?
No.
Okay, audience, little cheering there for Gar.
Well, finally the treatment to which I've become accustomed. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
No, they just sounded real quiet, and I thought maybe you were trying to fool us, and there was only one little old lady in there, and you were, just talking to her like she was a group.
No. Hey, when are we going to get together on those Yahtzee lessons? That tournament's coming up very, very soon.
I came by the other night, Bob, the appointed time, and you guys weren't home. At least you didn't answer the door. The drapes moved.
Oh, that must.
But you didn't answer the door.
Yeah, that was Sophie. Sophie goes over and looks through the drapes to see who's out front.
Looked like your nose.
What it was, normally that black nose she skinned her nose on the test, and that's why it's a little pink this week.
Grew a beard, too, did she?
No, her face is normally covered in hair.
Lost some of the fur on her little forehead?
Yeah, that's really weird how, right on the top, she's got that little circle that's bald. Yeah. Well, how's traffic looking, Gar?
Real slow, Bob. Northbound, I-275 if you are large straight. Northbound 275 if you're headed up toward Bush Boulevard. You're going to find traffic there extremely heavy.
It's a tragedy. You try to explain to these people time and time again that the little microphones and their telephones just aren't any good at all. This one's sitting there pretending as though he's snoring. I know I'm using headphones, so I can hear it, but I appreciate that the rest of you can't really. So let's see. He's been holding now for 23 minutes. We will give him 3 seconds from the mark to wake up and start the call. Mark. 23 minutes of his life. Plant City. Hi, Plant. You're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Good afternoon, Robert.
Afternoon, sir.
Robert, I woke up this morning, looked in the paper, and saw these people standing out with the signs boycotting farm stores.
Uh-huh.
And I was incensed.
Mm-hmm.
And I called the farm store number and told them that I want them to keep the Playboys and Penthouse. And they were very pleased that I called.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would think it would be even more important to call the American Family Association at their headquarters in Tupelo, Mississippi. Fortunately, they have an 800 number. It won't cost you anything.
I was hoping you'd give me that number.
Well, I'd be delighted to now. That number is 1-800-332-3629. 332-3629. But caller, I hasten to add, do not just make harassing phone calls to them.
I would never do that.
No, because it costs them money every time you call.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to do that.
Are you calling from the office by any chance?
No, I'm not.
You're not? Well, okay.
But
some people might be calling from the office after 5 o'clock when they stop answering their phone there, and might, just leave the phone ring all weekend, which would cost the...
that would be a shame if somebody did that.
It would cost them a fortune, thousands of dollars. Yes, that would be awful, so be very careful.
Some people have to have these computers with a modem where they can just keep bringing the number over and over again. That would really be terrible.
Oh, that's absolutely illegal to do that,
I know it is, and I would strongly suggest that nobody does that.
No, absolutely no.
And, I think a farm
Especially
store...
like overnight, just set that sucker and go to sleep at night. Whoa.
The American Family Association... they couldn't afford those kind of bills.
No, they couldn't. It's an organization that has virtually no funding because virtually nobody belongs to it.
Say, Robert, could I give the 800 number for farm stores in case people want to call them and express their desire to be able to buy those magazines if they choose to?
Well, now, if I let you do that, then other people would call up with other 800 numbers and things like that, and then...
Okay, well, it's on the front page. It's in the photo.
Okay.
Look.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Standing by, Don Richards at the WFLA News Desk. Donald, when you look them in the eye, all of a sudden, whoa, do these people get up and going. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Good afternoon, magnificent one.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It took me an hour and a half, but I got through on that 800 number.
Yeah.
And that lady was very rude to me.
Well, are you sure you had the right 800 number, sir? It's a Christian organization.
Oh, yes, but she was very rude. I told her I was calling from Florida, and I wished to comment on their latest surface, like a loathsome disease.
Yeah.
And I wanted to comment on their activities down here. And she said, well, what's your comment? I said, well, ma'am, I don't understand why you people just don't go rub salt someplace.
Whoa.
And they hung up in my ear.
Unbelievable.
My feelings are hurt.
Well, I called back.
I did.
There must have been something wrong. I can only assume that the line was disconnected because they wouldn't have hung up on you.
Well, like I said, I'm still in a state of shock.
Well, I would be, too. I can understand. I mean, these people are always encouraging their followers to call other people and express their comments and views. As a matter of fact, I've even heard them say, even if you disagree with us, call.
Well, I wasn't rude or obscene or anything like that. I was just giving my opinion. I didn't get a chance to give my Florida salute.
You know how GTE is, General Von Ortner. There must have been something wrong with the phone lines.
I'll put it down to that.
Yeah, call them again next week several times.
I will call them again in another 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, Robert.
Take care. 990-9352 in Hillsborough, 461-9352 in Pinellas. Clear water. Clear, you're on the air. Hello, Clearwater.
Bob.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Mr. Hogan, man?
Have I
the one
ever
with the bleached blonde hair, man?
heard of
the one that
Mr.
puts
Hogan?
the chicken fat all over his body, man? What's the oil secreting from my body, man? When my 24-inch python starts bulging out, man. If you say something about me again, man, I'm going to take your toothpick neck, man, and wrap this 24-inch python around you. You understand, man?
How all the ones who really seem to get into the wrestling, like this one with a high, squeaky little voice, are basically not the same kind of individuals, and they just pretend to be, big and strong. And what was that, caller? I'm sorry.
Man, I'm gonna take your little toothpick neck, man, and wrap my 24-inch python around you, man. And I'm gonna backdrop you on the little.
Please,
I'm gonna
Mr.
backdrop
Hogan.
you on the mat, man, what you call a waterbed, man.
Oh, Mr. Hogan, please.
Get off my phone, you jerk.
Please don't do that, Mr. Hogan. Oh, please, Mr. Hogan. Yeah, you have to, kind of go along with him. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hello.
Hello.
You must be pretty shaken up from that cough by Hulk Hogan just a minute ago, huh?
Well, it sound like you're shaken up by it, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm really afraid I'll be,
yeah.
really afraid of, a couple things about wrestling, the wrestlers are the only athletes that belong to an actors union.
It's amazing.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? I don't even know why they call them athletes.
Wouldn't do it today.
I don't even know why they call them athletes.
Wrestling? Yeah, that's true.
I wrestled for high school, and,
No, I didn't.
No, okay.
No,
but,
it's Janet Skialis who pretends to know the future, not me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I thought you knew how to do that. But,
no problem.
I try some, when a guy's on on top of me going for a pin,
thank God the Fez isn't here.
It's really hard to try to kick your legs and expect them to fly off. It doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't call for that. I wanted to ask you, after high school, I plan on going into a media field, whether it be television or radio, and I was wondering if you knew any type of colleges I can get into, or some type of schooling I can get into, because I'm in a TV productions class at school, and I'm really having a great time with that. I was wondering if you knew any type of schools or colleges I can get into.
To tell you the truth, the television production, no, I wouldn't really know anything about that at all. And insofar as going to college to learn how to do quote-unquote radio, I wouldn't.
You didn't go through any type of schooling?
No, I frankly, I know virtually no one who did, who's working in the business.
Well, how do you get into what you did?
You're at the right place at the right time, and I don't mean that to be flip.
Yeah.
It's just literally the way it works. You're at the right place at the right time.
All right, well, that's...
you make yourself... The first thing that you have to do is really be honest with yourself as to whether or not you have the ability, talent, tenacity to get into the industry. Then you have to decide whether or not you want to put up with the heartache of it.
Yeah.
Then you have to decide how many years you're willing to work for damn near nothing, waiting for the right place at the right time to come along.
Well, I understand that it's not maybe it's not the greatest job, but would you do anything else? Would you do anything else?
An incredible job when it works for you.
Yeah, that's I hear a lot of people complain about it, but
Yeah, but you're talking about maybe 1 in 1,000.
Yeah, if you
Are you sure you're 1 in 1,000 material?
Oh, I'm having, like I said, I'm not too sure. I'll probably get into TV, but I'm.
Well, if you're
I'm
not too sure, then you're not.
I'm not going to get into acting. I like more technical, like working on an editor or a director or maybe camera. And I'm having a blast. I'm really, maybe I'll try to get into this public access. Maybe they need me to work one of the cameras or something. Just to get.
I think that would be a great idea. That'll give you a little bit of a taste for it.
Yeah.
You'll have a chance to play with semi-professional equipment.
Yeah.
And it would be a great way to go.
All right, thanks a lot. You're doing a good job. People love you, whether it's love to hate you or like to listen to your views. You're doing a good job.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Take care. New Port Richie. Hi there, New. You're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Hey, you've done it this time. I know your station wanted to go after younger people, but this is ridiculous. You notice you don't get calls from Rocky or Bob from Valrico or John from Port Tampa anymore? Seems like ever since you started talking about wrestling and this chicken fat and all this stuff, it seems like you're getting a bunch of faggots on there. You ever notice that? They all got the same voice, or else it's the same guy calling. That last guy, he should go to Ball State. I mean, what's with the station over there? I don't understand it. Isn't there any masculine men that call anymore? Next, you're going to have Julia Childs with some recipes on that damn program. What about it? When are you going to change over there? Terrible. I don't know what's happening. Get some men on there. Get those faggots off the air.
Dragging a trailer? You're not even staying in a motel. Think you're supporting me?
I am supporting you and your service. You've got no business.
Sir, there aren't any.
About us like
Sir, there aren't any Airstream factories in Tampa Bay.
I fought for you, and I come back to this country, and what do I have to listen to? Some young hippie. Some young hippie such as yourself.
Well, sir, I can well understand why you would think that a 41-year-old man was a young hippie, but that's neither here nor there.
I bet you've got a convertible and a surfboard hanging out the back. I bet you do.
No, sir, it's a Woody with a surfboard hanging out the back.
Too.
On drugs?
Are you on drugs, sir? I bet you use marijuana and all this kind of stuff. I bet you live a very loose lifestyle.
What kind of a lifestyle?
A very loose lifestyle.
Very loose.
I'm listening to you every night, and you've got to remember this, that we might stay here.
Oh, my God! You might stay here?
I might report you. I'm going to report you to the
Trailer Park Association.
I'm going to write management a letter, and you won't like it. You'll be very afraid.
Sir, my name is Lassiter. That's Lassiter, care of Lassiter Broadcasting Company.
You're in trouble now.
No, sir, I own the station.
You're in trouble now.
No, I own the place. My mother bought it.
And I've heard about the way you talk about our president, and I think it's a disgrace.
Why don't you write him a letter?
I've written him many letters.
Hasn't done you damn bit of good, has it?
I don't like the way you talked about Jim and Tammy Faye Baker. Me and my wife stayed at the resort for 2 weeks, and we had a lovely and various enjoyment time.
Would you park your Airstream there, or just stay in a hotel room there?
We stayed in a hotel room there. And we're going to go back, and I will help support his ministry.
Great.
You have done a disservice.
Could you leave tonight?
God, I have never heard anyone lambaste the ministers and a nation such as this in my entire life, sir.
Well, you're lucky you've heard somebody do it now.
I'm going to write a letter to the manager. I'm going to write a letter to
Mrs. Lassiter, Lassiter. That's the manager's name, Mrs. Lassiter.
You're in the phone book.
That's right. It's in the phone book.
Now you're making me scream, and you're making me scream and holler.
That's one of the things I do best.
Sir, why do you carry on in this manner? This is a very, very outlandish and monstrous tactic you're using.
You got it.
This is not right. Why don't you help the old people? Why don't you help us?
Sir, I'd like to help you out. Which way did you come in?
Sir, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to write you a letter. And you will receive this letter. And you won't like it. I'm going to write more than one letter. I'm going to write the station. I'm going to write the Chamber of Commerce. I, too, will write the Chamber of Commerce, and the Chamber of Commerce will be flooded with letters.
Will you put a lot of kisses at the bottom?
I bet you have a surfboard, don't you? I bet you wear short cut-off jeans and sandals and beads and probably wear sunglasses all the time. And I bet you haven't shaved in 3 months.
Closer to 3 years, sir.
Last time you had a shave?
About 3 years ago.
Are you married or are you living in sin?
Little of each.
You continue to outrage us.
Well, thank you.
You continue to tell the whole world, the whole public here, that you're living in sin. This is monstrous. I give 10% of my pay to the PTL Club, and I will continue to write to PTL.
Oh, Jim's living in sin.
And I am going
to send me 10% too?
I am going to write a letter to the PTL club and tell them what you've been saying about them. And you may hear from the PTL club.
Sir, we've tried to get them on the show before. They won't come on.
You're in trouble now. You're in trouble now.
Well, sir, I guess I'll just have to wax up my board and go with the flow, you know?
I'm going to stay here. I'm going to call the police.
We're all in trouble now.
I'll call the police on you. I mean it. I'm serious.
Whoa there. You're going to call the police?
I'm threatening you now, sir. You've got me upset. I'll call the police. I swear I'll call the police. Do you want me to call the police on you? You think it's funny? I will call the police.
Do I think it's funny? Do I think it's funny? Are you kidding me?
Be afraid. Are
you pulling my leg?
Sir, I'll lock you up. I'll have you locked up, sir. No, you can't do this.
That's the greatest call I've ever had in my entire career. 18 and a half minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock. Let's take another one, see if, lightning will strike twice. Tampa, you're on there at 970 WFLA.
Beautiful. That was something else. Was that for real?
Was that for real? What do you mean, was it for real?
Well, did that really just happen, or that was a recording, wasn't it?
Did you just hear it?
I just heard it, but...
Then it must have just happened.
You mean it wasn't a tape?
Wasn't a tape?
Yeah.
No, this is a live show, sir. Are you on tape?
Well, no, but...
Are you talking to me?
No, but...
You're not talking to me? Who are you talking to?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Well, if you're live talking to me, why do you suspect that something else was on tape?
Well, because there was some static in the... He wasn't calling from Canada, was he?
Sir, have you ever... Sir, these are General phone lines that we're working with.
Oh, man, that was incredible. He's going to call the cops?
Well, I don't know if he's going to call the cops. I guess we'll have to wait and see if they show up.
Well, Man, I think, No, come on.
There's a squad car pulling up out front now.
No, that was Rocky. Come on. You got to be pulling my leg. Was that for
Not only
real?
Rocky drives around in a cop car.
Oh, my God. I hope he doesn't.
Says he's got a 39 pickup or something.
Who, Rocky?
That's what he says.
He says a lot of things, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Gary McHenry staying by with a WFLA traffic report.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Gary, you sound a little down. What's the problem? I thought you were supposed to be up.
This is Fox night, and it's real bumpy up here, Bob.
Yeah.
Really bumpy.
Well,
we're going like up and down, sideways, like all over the place, Bob. You know what that does to a person, Bob?
No. What does it do to a person, Gary?
It makes them want to do just about anything but chase foxes.
Oh, come on, Gary. Every Friday night it's... Listen up, foxes. You heard it yourself just a very few moments ago. McHenry is not going to make it tonight over at any place that's having a happy hour. And there is one place that I would recommend. If you're still in the downtown Tampa area, stop by Howard's. Should be getting pretty happy out by the Hillsborough River right about now. There's reggae music, the Pan Man Band. There are free hamburgers as long as they last, and nobody knows how to make hamburgers any better than Howard's. And, of course, the full menu is still available. Specials on the drinks, cold beer. Everything from Caesar salad right up to the Dagwood sandwich and all kinds of stops in between. And the best part about it is you don't have to sweat McHenry hitting on you. No, that in and of itself, if they charged 5 times as much as other people, would make it worthwhile going to Howard's. Free underground parking, too, by the way. It is secure during happy hour at Howard's in the NCNB building. Are you really getting happy over there, Oregon Lady? Mm-hmm. So remember, Oregon Lady is over here. She will not be playing at Howard's tonight. You're going from here down to one of those hotels downtown, I believe, right, to play for happy hour there. And McHenry is bumping his head on the plane, so it is safe. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA. No, you're not. Why did I do that? Let's try Largo. Larg, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, hi, Larg.
Oh, let's see. First off, would you quit picking on Janet Scialis there, Bob? She's a nice lady. You know, she says nice things to nice people. You know what I mean? She's. I've heard these other psychics get on here and actually give people advice. Oh, leave your husband and stuff like that. She just says nice.
I don't know that I've ever picked on Janet, the astrologet Scialis.
Oh, come on, Bob.
No, sir, I pick on a station that would have an astrologet on for 2 hours a day and call itself a talk station.
Well, that's true, too. And I can't see anything wrong with that. But,
and, of course, I've also wondered about Janet's abilities. I mean, why didn't she know that she was stuck with a dog over there?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of dogs, I wanted to, I have a Doberman Pinscher that does that exact same thing that you said that your puppy was doing. Lays on its back and just kind of grunts, growls.
Kicks its heels up in the air and just all the time.
Yeah, well,
for minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes on end. Right?
That's my Doberman does that. Just kind of like
incredible.
Kind of grunt growls. You know what I mean? And
yes, I know what you mean.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, I listened to the news. I didn't tell your producer this, so I want to talk about this. But listen, instead of having a ban on handguns, could we have a ban on Marion Hammer? I mean, doesn't that qualify under like obscene things or something? That lady's something else.
And you told Flack about this?
No, I didn't tell Flack.
Oh, you didn't tell Flack about it.
I told Flack I was going to talk about a bunch
Flack's
of stuff.
broadcast career was about to come to a screeching halt if you had mentioned that to Flack, and he put you through anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, I won't mention it any more then. And here's the other thing. Why don't you get my cereal back
there? Stay. Hey, what, sir?
That Flack is Flacky. I know he's been around for a long time, but he's
Flack is back. Mike's at night.
He's a nice guy, that Flack is.
No, he's
yes,
not.
Yes, sir. What do you want to talk?
No, he's got one of those stupid little yuppie mustaches.
Does he? I have one.
Hey, he's trying to show me up. He's in there with a shirt and tie on today.
Well, that's trying to suck up to the boss there. Trying to get ahead. Are you wearing shorts today? Are you?
Am I wearing shorts today?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. I heard you threaten that you were going to start wearing shorts.
Well, I am when it gets warm, sir.
Well, that's good. Well, it is getting warm,
It's a little cool out there right now, sir.
A little windy. But listen, hey, you're going to go to the Renaissance Festival next Saturday, right?
Next Saturday, no, sir. The Saturday after that.
Oh, okay. Like not tomorrow, but the next week, right?
Right.
Okay. I come up there and see you then, right?
Yes, you may, sir.
Okay, that's going to be good. You going to talk to people now?
As a matter of fact, everybody is allowed to come see me. All they have to do is, pay the price of admission.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Which would normally be somewhere in the neighborhood of about $6.95, I think. But on the Saturday that I'm there wearing my size 5 queen size pantyhose, admission is $2,000. $2,000.
Could you slide me some tickets, maybe?
50 cents extra if you want to look.
If you want to look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. That's bad. I don't know if I can afford that. Maybe I can sneak in through the back door there.
Getting another migraine. What, sir?
Maybe I could sneak in through the back door there or something.
Well, possibly you could. That's the way, some people do it.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, hey, I wanted to call you up and tell you not to pick on that Janet Scales. I listened to, there's that other station that was Q10 Jive, I think it is.
Yes.
And they got that astrologette named Aileen Cunningham comes on there on occasion.
Oh, really?
And this broad actually turns around and tells people to, I see a bad aura around your husband. Leave him and stuff like that. And I think, whether or not they actually have the power or something.
Literally dropping off.
Excuse me?
Nothing, sir. I was just commenting on the Phenortner.
Oh, people dropping off, are they?
Yes, I've got to get out of here real quick.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you later on then, Bob.
Don't threaten me. Don Richards standing by at the WFLA News Desk. Don?
Underway.
Palm Harper, you're on the air.
I think Wimp is what he said.
970 WFL. I'm doing fine, Palm. How are you?
I'm doing great. Listen, first-time caller. This has got to go down as one of the worst shows in the world.
I think you're probably right.
I mean, I've been listening to you for a year now, and the best thing is a conversation with Gary McHenry. That's got to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about 2 tickets to the Renaissance Center for I sat here and listened to this whole show?
You're calling up and knocking my show, and then you're going to ask me for tickets?
Yes, absolutely. I sat here all day long and listened to this.
Well, not all day long, sir. I've only been on for 3.
From 3 till now.
Well, about the best I can do for you is... There he goes. Let's try... Let's try St. Petersburg. What the heck? St. Petersburg, you are on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
How you doing?
Fine.
Hey, I saw something. I was out at the Pinellas County Fair last week, and I saw something. When I saw it, I said, Bob would love this. It was monkey
Sir, I can't conceive of anything at the Pinellas County Fair that I would have liked.
You would have loved this. They had miniature horses racing around this miniature racetrack made out of PVC, real professional. And on top of the horses, on these little miniature horses, were monkeys. And you could see that the monkeys were scared, and the horses were just,
How can you tell when a monkey is scared?
They have that look in their eye. Have you ever seen that before?
I can't say that I've spent a great deal of time in my life
No, but the interesting part of the whole thing is, you know who sponsored this?
No, I don't.
Q105.
Q10 Giant?
Mm-hmm. They had little monkey T-shirts with the Q105 logo on them.
Little monkey T-shirts with a...
Mm-hmm.
You mean my good buddy Cleveland Wheeler's station was involved in monkey races?
Yep. I didn't see him out there, but...
Are you sure it wasn't Jeff and Jeff's station?
Nope. It was Q105. I think they
Are you talking about the market leader, sir?
Yeah. Yeah.
The station that... Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess this is one of these things that's going to be big in the future or something, you know, monkey races, that they're on the cutting edge of promotion.
Well, certainly. The Q105, the Cleveland Wheeler station.
I swear. I swear.
This is more than I can deal with.
Hey, the other thing is, I have tickets to next week's show, and I'm really looking forward to this. Maybe I'll bring the monkey races pictures along with me. But is there anything?
Wait a second. You took pictures?
Yeah.
Of the monkey races with the. Yes, that is very sad. Would you like me to see if I can't possibly get those tickets swapped with a show that Cleveland's doing?
No, thanks.
No. How about if I also gave you $2? That's what I thought. That's $3.
Yeah. Now, is there anything we can bring? I mean, I hear you talking about people bringing tasty cakes all the time. And
this audience, they didn't bring any tasty cakes.
You're kidding.
No.
Come on.
No, one of them brought in some Oreo cookies, but that's not tasty cakes.
Well, I'll bring something that's better than Oreo cookies. That's lame. Come on,
now
audience.
he's going to start shoving them up here in my direction. Yeah, right.
It's a shame. I hope next week's audience, if there are people listening who have tickets to next week's show, I hope that we can be a better audience.
Well, it's not a bad audience.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying more polite towards you, I guess.
You didn't bring any tasty cakes. Do you believe that?
I can't believe it.
Unreal. No, it's great audience. Great audience.
Uh-oh, they're turning on you.
I got to get out of here.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
Ciao.
Have a good weekend.
Bye. Off it is now to Tampa. Tampa, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Bob.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a severe case of cauliflower ear. I have been on hold for an hour.
44 minutes. Don't exaggerate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I get the record? Do I get any tickets or anything?
No, I don't have any tickets to give away.
Oh, okay. Well, I have some tickets to give away.
I mean,
but I don't have
I can give you some inside information.
I have 2 tickets to the LPGA USX Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. But I don't have a contest, but I have the tickets.
Would you like some inside information?
Yeah.
There will be a Yahtzee tournament next Thursday at Howard's in downtown Tampa from 3 to 6.
I already am booked for the shuffleboard tournament.
There's no shuffleboard tournament next weekend or something like that, but that's okay.
Skippy, Barbie, had puppies.
Yes, I read the paper, yeah.
And did you know that the puppies had to be given away?
Well, all but one. I believe they're keeping one, yeah.
Do you know why they had to give them away?
No, I can't say as I do. I don't really. I guess they just didn't want them.
Well, because they kept chasing the whales and peeing on the bushes.
Okay.
Not too good.
They rarely are, but I do my best.
Do I get the gong?
I don't have a gong. No tickets, no gong, no nothing, lady.
All right.
It's just the privilege of speaking with the magnificent Lassiter.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Don Richards standing by at the WFLA news desk. Donald, some crew member. You do know that? Would you guys like to sing, a chorus or two of For He's a Jolly Good Fellow for Me? Okay.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Okay, organ lady, do your thing there.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
The one that brought the cookies isn't singing very loudly. What he can tonight. Oh, great. Let's go to the swamp, the green swamp, as a matter of fact. Swampy, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
I am holding in my hand right now 1 ticket to the April 21st show.
Uh-huh.
And my wife told me that I might possibly be able to drive her white Lincoln to the show in Tampa.
Well, that's an incredible thing to call up with.
If it doesn't rain. If it rains, we can't get the Lincoln out of the swamp. We'll have to drive the doggone truck.
Oh, I can understand that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Okay, we appreciate the call.
You're a fine American.
Yes, I am. Clear water. Clear, you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Good afternoon, Magnificent One.
Good afternoon, Clear.
How are you today?
Oh.
It's been a rough show, huh?
Oh, man, I'm going to drink red whiskey and wine. I'm going to leave here immediately and go to a bar at an undisclosed location and spend the rest of the night drinking whiskey and red wine.
Well, I missed about the last hour and 45 minutes of your show, but it's just been as dry as the first hour was. I don't know what to tell you, but I do have a comment for the caller who commented about the beauty of New Jersey.
Yes.
If you could instruct that gentleman to put his teeth in before he talks to you, we all might be able to understand what he has to say.
Sir, in that probability, he probably would have bit his tongue, and I don't want to be responsible for that.
I can go along with that, but, you know, what's a little blood between friends?
I don't know, sir.
Well, that's really all I had to say, Bob. It's been kind of a so-so show today, but, you know, even a poor day of Bob Lassiter is better than a great day of Chuck Harder.
Well, that's true.
And I wanted to thank you so much for allowing me to grace the airwaves this afternoon. It's been a pleasure getting a chance to talk to the magnificent Lassiter, and I'll be a faithful listener to your show for many, many moons to come.
Thank you ever so much.
Have a nice day.
Strange you should mention moon during the course of that call. St. Petersburg. St., you're on the air at 970 WFLA.
Hey, Bob, this is Mark from, St. Pete. I was going to find out if you're going to go to the air show tomorrow.
I don't believe so, Mark.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Is WFLA going to be on location there or no?
I don't believe so, Mark. I think we'd have probably said something to that effect if we were, although, you know, you never know.
Okay, well, just curious. You don't have any interest in...
Air shows are a little bit difficult to cover on radio, Mark. You understand it would basically be things like, wow! Wow! Oh, look at that one. That was really... And, you know, beyond
your competition's going to be there tomorrow. 95's going to be there.
Sir, we have no competition.
Okay. Underrated, then.
And, you know, if Y95 is stupid enough to go to an air show, that's their business. Sir, all they're going to be doing is sitting there with some jerk who they're paying $5 an hour to, pretending to be a disc jockey and playing records back at the station, and every now and then they're going to cut into him. There will be this horrible, shrill noise in the background. He'll be screaming into the microphone, "Hi, my name's Mark something or other, and I'm down here in the Y95. Hey, why don't you come down and see us? We got the record albums and all that kind of stuff." And then they go back and play records from the studio, sir. If that's impressive to you, hey, go for it.
Well, I guess you don't value these men, do you?
Don't value what men, sir? The people at Y95?
No, our pilots.
Well, sir, I don't think wasting
to advertise them,
I don't think wasting fuel and flying around recklessly is anything to be proud of, sir. It's kind of a dumb, stupid thing.
No, it's expressing their talent.
That appeals basically to kids like you who like danger. That's why you listen to my show, isn't it, sir? Of course it is. Monday, in all probability, at least they catch on to what I'm doing here. See you then.